Hey, everybody, guess what? We're here to talk all about Elvis. Tom Brown is here with us from the Nashville Elvis Festival. We've talked about this before, but it's
Yeah.
exciting because it's coming back again in Franklin. How's it going, Tom?
It's going well. I was just looking at the calendar when I was getting ready for this interview. 1 week from tonight, we
Yeah.
start. We start, and we're excited about it. It's our seventh annual. We took a couple of year break because of a little thing that was going on in the world, but
Yeah.
we came back last year, and we have a new home at the factory in Franklin, and we're at a bigger facility now. We're down at the other end of the factory. We were at Liberty Hall before. Now we're in Liberty Hall. So we're very excited to be in the big house there at the
Lots of
factory.
room to spread out and
Yeah.
have places. For people who don't know, because, believe it or not, I just saw someone on social media say, what is the Nashville Elvis Festival? Which I can't believe for 7 years people don't know. But tell us what they can expect.
Well, tell us who that is because we want to go to their house and take all the Elvis there to that
We're
person.
gonna send a squad.
The beauty of that is they might ask, what is the Nashville Elvis Festival? But no one asks, what is Elvis or who is Elvis, do they? You
No.
know, this has been a really great and kind of sad in some ways 12 months in the Elvis world. But yeah, we're bringing the Nashville Elvis Festival to town, to the factory at Franklin. And it's an opportunity. It's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday to experience Elvis tribute artists on stage to kind of get that feel of what it must have been like to see Elvis in concert. I know a lot of people out there got to see Elvis. A lot of people in the Nashville area got to work with Elvis musicians and singers and things. And a lot of them are going to be coming to the show. And it's just an opportunity for people to meet people from all over the world that come to Nashville. And we're also kind of the central core of all the shows that we're doing is a contest. We have an Elvis tribute artist contest that we will pick a winner, and they will go to Memphis in August. And Graceland, Elvis Presley Enterprises in Graceland, have a finals. It's called the Ultimate Elvis Championship. And it's an opportunity for these guys from around the world to compete and be crowned there at Graceland as an Elvis tribute artist. And it's not an impersonator. I know that
I was
that
just
that
curious.
phrase.
Explain that. It's
Yeah.
not your cheesy Las Vegas.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Back in 2007, I think it was, Graceland realized, Elvis Presley Enterprises realized that there was no central place controlling the image of Elvis. And I always say it was kind of being defined by the fat guy at the office party that pasted on sideburns and sang with a karaoke machine. And Elvis was more than that. Elvis was a whole, genre of music to himself. These are guys who have studied Elvis, who have studied his moves, who have studied what he wore, how he wore it, what rings were worn on what finger at what show. I mean, these guys are experts in all of that. And they never pretend to be Elvis on stage. They're always themselves. But it's a band. We have the Infinity Tribute Band that have studied Elvis's music charts and all the notes and how things were played. We're just attempting to kind of give you that feel of what it was like to see Elvis in concert. And we've got headliners from all around the world coming in to be headlining the shows. But we've also got that central contest happening on Friday and Saturday, and we'll crown a champion and send them to Memphis. And we've got contestants. I mean, imagine this. Imagine any other entertainer, first of all, that has this kind of thing happening in their fandom. Because there are contests all over the world like ours that send people to Memphis. But we've got contestants coming into Franklin from the USA, of course. We've got Japan, Canada, Australia, Brazil, and the UK coming to Franklin to compete. So Elvis is universal. And it's just a fun opportunity. And we invite skeptics. We love to see skeptics change. Sometimes in a relationship, you're with someone that doesn't like what you like and you drag them along and they very reluctantly go. We love to turn people like that because they find themselves really getting into it and having a great time and forgetting for a while what's going on in the world and just a chance to sit back and have fun. And we have all eras of Elvis. We'll have the 50s Elvis, we'll have the movie Elvis, we'll have the 70s Elvis. And this is an amazing year. This is the 55th anniversary year of the 1968 Elvis comeback special. And we're kicking everything off with a recreation of that comeback special on stage with an entertainer named Ted Torres. And this year is also the 50th anniversary of Elvis Aloha from Hawaii.
I just
And
saw that this morning. You guys
yeah,
posted that.
and we're going to be paying tribute to that show. We're going to recreate Aloha from Hawaii at the factory.
There's a lot to see, a lot going on. Uh, Let me ask you, the Elvis movie came out
Hmm.
last year. Do you think that has increased people's interest in events like this?
Yeah, I host events at Graceland during Birthday and Elvis Week, and I've been doing that over 20 years. And this past January was an Elvis birthday, and we did some events there on stage interviewing people. And I asked that question. I asked that very question. How many of you are here for the first time based on the fact that you saw the Elvis movie? And this was in January. The movie had only come out in June. So between June and January, over half the house had never been to Graceland before. Over
Wow.
half the attendees were coming to their very first Elvis event. And those are the ones we were able to get between June and January. As I've been saying, imagine the kids that have been hounding their parents since June of last year when the movie came out. I want to go to Graceland. I want to go to Graceland. And this is the year we start seeing that now. And I'm sure we will have a lot of people that are finding out about it. And thank you for helping us get the word out about it to your people, your fans. And it's just a great opportunity. And I think we're going to be surprised. There's going to be a lot of people there that this is their first event. And it's all based on that movie. And I think that movie served a wonderful purpose. It brought Elvis to a generation of people who considered him to be an artist that maybe their parents or their grandparents enjoyed. But I think that movie showed young people today that in his day, Elvis was an original, and people like an original. Even today, people like people doing things different, standing up for themselves, and I think Elvis did that. And it showed Elvis's love of music and love of people, no matter the genre of music and no matter the color of the person. Elvis loved them all.
Yeah. Pretty incredible. And even today, if you talk to other musicians, Elvis will come up. His name will come up as an influence, even today with newer artists
Yeah.
that are coming out. Let's talk about special guests. You've had some surprises. Last year, Winona
Yeah.
was a surprise. So you got any surprises to spill here? I mean,
Well, we have some surprises that are coming. There are some things happening that we have talked about. We always like to have that guest or guests that had that relationship, that one-on-one relationship with Elvis. I never want to get too far away from why we're all gathering next weekend, and that is Elvis. And so one of the guests that we'll be having and serving as one of our judges is Sam Thompson, who was a member of Elvis's Memphis Mafia, the guys that were always with Elvis. Sam was a Shelby County patrolman and started working for Elvis. His sister was Linda Thompson, who dated Elvis for a number of years. And Sam has some great stories about what it was like to work with Elvis. And he's going to be one of our judges, so he certainly knows what he's looking at when he sees a performer on stage. And he's also going to be a part of a show that we're doing on Saturday afternoon at 3 o'clock called Elvis Through the Years. We're kind of going to tell the story of Elvis's life from 1954 to 1977, kind of a live condensed version of the movie, but dealing with the music and the eras of Elvis. And Sam's going to be a part of that show, telling some more of his stories. And then another guest we have on Sunday morning, April 2nd, at the gospel show will be Terry Blackwood from the Imperials, which was a gospel group that sang with Elvis. And you can see Terry in the Elvis documentary, That's the Way It Is. And he'll be there to talk about and to sing gospel music that Elvis loved. After Elvis did a concert, everybody went back to his room and sang gospel all night long, because that was Elvis's true love, was the gospel music. And I think that came out in the movie a little bit too. But Elvis only won 3 Grammys, and they were all for gospel music. That's how much the music meant to him. So a lot of things. We're planning some surprises. The Winona thing happened. My co-producer, Brian Mays, is friends with Winona, and Y is a huge Elvis fan. And she came in that Sunday night last year just to see one of our performers on stage, Dean Z. And she was just kind of overcome with Elvis and had to get out on stage with him to sing. And she loves Elvis. And she's one of the biggest Elvis fans I think I've ever met. She knows so much about him. But we've got some surprises planned. We've had some great people in the past that have popped in, and I think helping get the word out about it. is the number one thing, because I think when people find out that we're doing this, there's someone they know that wants to go to this. That's because that's Elvis.
Right. Well, there's still tickets available. You can buy the whole weekend. You can buy individual, but I heard they're going really fast, so don't wait too long.
Yeah,
You
we've
only
got
got a week.
we've got multiple shows. We've got passes that you can get reserved seats, but we've got the opening night on Thursday night, next Thursday on the 30th. That's the 68 comeback at 7 o'clock, and then after that, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday next weekend, 3 shows a day. So we're all Elvis all the time. You'll see a lot of sideburns at the factory next weekend. Trust me.
If you see them walking down the hallway, you'll know what's happening.
Yes, exactly.
There will be lots of Elvis sightings.
The best promotion for Elvis is sideburns and sunglasses. That's what I said.
Love it. All right, what's the website where people can go get their ticket?
We kept it easy. NashvilleElvisFestival.com. Just click on Elvis, and we'll see you at the factory next weekend.
All right, sounds good. Great to talk to you again.
Thank you, Donna. Come see us. Come hang out with us. Come down and get a scarf. Get a kiss and a scarf from an Elvis.
I know. I've been there the last few years. I've not gotten a scarf yet. I'm hoping this is my year.
Come on. Well, one of the great things I get to do as an older Elvis fan, I get to be Charlie Hodge. Charlie Hodge was one of the guys in Elvis's band that always followed him around and put the scarf on him, when he was throwing scarves out. So I get to be Charlie Hodge, and I get to hand out scarves. And sometimes I can whisper in the ear of the Elvis, "Hey, look, there's Donna down there. Give her a scarf. Give her a scarf." So I'll make sure I'm on the lookout for you.
This year is the year of the scarf. Next year, when we come back and talk about, I'll wear my scarf.
There you go. There you go.
See you soon.
Thanks, Donna. Thank you. Bye-bye.